All right, it is time for PreMarket Prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joel, I was just complaining how bored I was with the market. Do you agree?
Hey, what's boring about market going up? But is Aaron still around? Can you bring Aaron back for a second? Or is he gone?
I'm here.
Maybe. What's up?
Are you a swimmer?
Here we go.
I swam a little bit like growing up, but yeah, I swim for exercise sometimes.
Oh, okay. Because I'd whoop you.
You whoop me? What are you, like a breaststroke, free stroke? What's your thing?
Everything.
I don't think
I swam 2,000. I swam 2,000 meters an hour before the show started.
You might be a little more serious this than me.
Oh, Mitch, you're a little beauty, but Mitch, Mitch, you can't swim, man. I could probably do 4. I'd take on each of you guys could do 2 lengths, and I could do 6, and I'd probably lap you.
Wait, if you guys want to make Joel really mad, ask him about the time that we had a swim contest at the Benzinga summer.
Oh, we need to hear this.
Oh, did you beat him?
Yeah.
Did you beat him, Spence?
No. It wasn't with me. It wasn't with me.
I don't even know if you were around for that. But hey, anybody in the chat, Aaron, anybody wants to hop in a pool, go 50, 100 meters with me? Anytime, Mitch, you're a skinny little guy like you, man. I'd probably I'd whoop you.
I want to see. To tell you the truth, I don't think where we would really get destroyed is the Peloton. I've been going to the pool since I got the vaccine. I've been going to the pool, but I'm 57. You probably may find 25 or 30 other 57-year-olds in the nation
as good as you.
As fast
that could beat you.
Yeah.
Are you in like a master's program?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Haven't been any meets.
I'm a certified. I was a certified lifeguard. I might have let that.
Oh, please. So was I. That's a low bar.
I lifeguarded for 10 years, but I never had my
okay. Last thing. My biggest strength in swimming. I can go there and back in a full length pool underwater, 50 meters.
Okay.
No, you can't go 100 meters.
You know
I
what?
said 50 there and back.
This is going down. This is going down.
When I was 11, I did a head down 75.
All right.
Everyone's getting the vaccine.
And I start my workout every day. I do 25 meters underwater, and that's like, nothing. So, but whatever. If you're local, we'll hop in the pool.
I'm coming.
Not Raz's pool. It's too small, man. But whatever.
We're going Olympic.
That's 50 meter, not 25 meter. But anyways, do we want to get to the markets, or we just want to kibitz here the whole time?
No, yeah, kibitz. That's kibitz. All right, bring up those charts. I was saying that I was bored. Not that I don't like the market going up steadily like it is. It's just there's nothing. There's no big. There's no vol. I don't know.
Well, that's what you want, though, man. That's what you want. You want to slow. You don't want volatility, because if you get a lot of volatility, I'm bringing up the chart, Spencer.
Yeah, no, I'm not used to it, because I remember I'm trying to remember what it was like back in was it 2000 and it was 17. We basically just didn't go down all year. We basically went up the entire year, and every day was the same exact story. And I'm trying to get back into that mindset, right? Where it's like every day, which is up a little more, up a little more, up a little more. That's how the last few weeks have been, or a few days at least.
Yeah, well, you're coming into a Friday, the end of the week. It's just, you've been just getting good news. I mean, it all started with that jobs number last Friday, and, we didn't have that session on Friday. But anyways, one trick I like to look out for is a breach of the pre-market low. That's where the big boys are up trading, and you didn't get that. 72.50 was your overnight low. You only got to 73 even. And then, boom, you took off. Haven't taken out the pre-market high 92.75. We only been 89.50, but we still have some time left here. But going to post a new all-time closing high for sure here. I mean, nothing's for sure. But good-looking day in the S&Ps. Crude, just doing the old $60, trying to clear 60 today. It did not make a high over 60, and that's That's the first time. You got something for me, Spence?
No, actually, no, I do. But finish your thing.
And then we go. Gold clearance 1750 up 1370. Silver back over 25 up 27 cents at 25.52. And Bitcoin trading range still, man, right between 55K and 60, up a couple grand at 58,280.
All right, let's talk about Clover again.
Okay.
We mentioned this about 20 minutes ago, but a lot has changed in 20 minutes.
Whoa!
Yeah, I know. So last I looked, it was at, what was it? I don't know. It was at like 8. It was in the 8s. Oh, that's all I know, and it's in the 9s now. Again, this headline. I don't think this is headline related at all. There is a headline this today that they're in this what is it, like a nationwide experiment for a new contract, a new healthcare model, a new contract.
Okay.
That this was out hours ago, and that was your headline. But well, I'm sort of at a loss here. Jeez.
Can I take the guess at the guy's name behind the spec?
Yeah.
You always get it right.
Yeah, I do.
Chamath Palihapitiya.
Have credit for effort, but
Chamath Palihapitiya.
Not
what is it?
Now you're just.
What is it?
Chamath Palihapitiya.
Oh, I forgot the poly part. Okay. It's a SPAC. It got hit on a short report, and it was just waiting for a catalyst. And, it looked dead in the water here at 7. You're looking like, where's it going to go? It's dead money. And you got a catalyst here. So catalyst moves the stock. Will you have a 2-day move? Well, tune in tomorrow at 3:30, and we'll tell you. Just from a technical standpoint, like, Spencer, do you have your daily chart up? Are you looking at this? Like, what really stands out to you? Like, what level?
The whatever, like, March 12th through March 22nd was, whatever those highs were.
Yes, yep, exactly. $9. Good job, Spencer. And so it's clearing 9, close over 9. After this kind of move, this kind of rip, it's probably on heavy volume. I wouldn't want to be short it. Would I be long it going in tomorrow? Maybe. You get some follow through, like people read the headlines afterwards. Big volume day, so it's getting off the mat. It's still a SPAC, right? So a lot of people are stuck at 10, a lot of overhead supply. Short report, maybe that short's out of the market, and, good news. So you got to move, and let's hope it continues for CLOV.
Who's having a good day into their report tonight is Levi. Levi Strauss is up 2.5% in the report earnings tonight. Having their best day it's their best day for a minute.
Well, the thesis behind this is that no one's been buying new clothes because no one's had to go anywhere, right? And now people need to buy new clothes. So the retail's been hot. Is this an all-time high for Levi?
No.
Yeah, because it IPO'd.
All right. Yeah.
Wow. Boy, it's had a huge run going into the report. I think it's an all-time. The all-time high. Yeah, I think it was. It was made last month. So if you want to target on the upside here, view data window, 25.78. That's the only number I can really give you on the upside. On the downside, if this thing goes into the tank, I don't know. See what happens at 24. Someone stepped up at 24 on Tuesday. They stepped up there on Thursday, which is today. There was a little resistance there. So, yeah, Levi. Man, I can't remember the last time I bought a new pair of Levi's.
What was an IPO price? IPO price was in the Benzinga price $17. And
why don't I have that? Why do I have
because it opened at 22.
Oh, okay. All right, There you go.
Yeah. So, okay, Joel, I'm being told I have to ask you a question. So, one of the top gainers today is the SPAC. The ticker is Rice. I don't want to ask you about Rice, though. I want to ask you about the sponsors behind Rice Acquisition Corp. They are in the process of creating a second SPAC to go with Rice. Do you want to guess what the ticker for that's going to be?
Beans?
That was what I guessed.
We've been working together too long.
No.
I'm sorry, Spencer. You have become as demented as me.
No. That you're
no, okay. It's not. It's rice. Roni?
Yeah, Roni.
Oh, on the second guess, and before you guys said that, I said that, and okay. Trivia question.
Okay.
What's the most like famous commercial for that?
I don't know.
What cities associated with?
Wild guess. Ann Arbor?
No. Come on. I know we got some old people in here.
Monroe, Michigan?
No, come on. Right. Rice or Roni.
Is it in Michigan, or because everything you do, I guess, it has a Michigan tie to it?
The chat is all over it. Rice or Roni, right. The San Francisco treat.
You see, you threw me off because usually your trivia involves Michigan. So
and if I'm not mistaken, and I may be because I commonly am, but wasn't Carl Malden in that commercial? Could someone check that for me?
Chat, help him out. I'm not helping.
Do you know who Carl Malden is?
No.
Oh, Mr. Movie Guy. Huh. You ain't no Mr. Movie Guy. All right. Look at I love the crowd coming out here. I know we got, you think you have all these millennials and all these Reddit people in here. We have the what do you call it? Geriatric chat. Can we market that? The geriatric chat?
I'm sure we could. Can we talk tech here for a second? Because tech is leading the way for us. Thank you very much, Fang Stocks. Right?
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you.
Apple, not Facebook, but Apple, Amazon, Google, even Netflix, Microsoft.
I don't want to hurt my arm or anything, but I really want to pat myself on the back. And Dennis too, because we've been talking about these stocks and we're like, well, what if the big boys get involved?
Yeah.
Right? What if Apple? What if Microsoft? What if Amazon? What if Google? What if Facebook? What if they decide to get involved in this rally? What's going to happen? You see what's happening. Yeah. And look at this. When I draw a line on a chart, okay, of a 50% retracement in a major stock, it doesn't have to go there, but it's a good sign. And there you go. It took a while. It labored. But finally, Apple's getting back half of that earnings move. At 131 is probably the number. A lot of targets for people on the long side. Big rally, 120 to 130 the last couple days. So you're getting a big boy participation now. And I can't tell you how that important that is, especially for me, who has my largest holding is the S&P 500, the spider. Microsoft, gap and go on that $97 billion contract for AR stuff. Amazon, it's waking up. It's a little bit slower, but it cleared that 50%, and then it didn't even pause there for a day. It gave you 1 day once it cleared the 50%. Google, amazing consolidation after the gap and go in earnings, and it just said, okay, I'm not going down. That's a chart. It says, I'm not going down. I'm not really sure if I want to go up. Boom, breakout. Boom, Google. There you go. Facebook has been the quiet leader here. And the reason I say that is because it's been on a march. Wow, I would draw a steep trend line right there. Lower PE stock. So you have a tech, but it's a low PE. So there you go.
More relative. Low PE is a relative term.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean, I agree with you. So.
All right. What else? So 80
and that was always, just to echo Joe's point, like the question was always, well, if tech starts rallying again like it's been for the last 8 years, well, the market basically can't go down. If tech is going to rally, the only way the market goes down is if everything else gets crushed, and that's just not going to happen, right? So the market's going to go up if tech goes up, and that's what Joel
exactly.
Was saying. What's happening? Because I think the largest tech stocks, right? I think those account for what is it? 20. It's between 25 and 30%.
I haven't even looked lately, and maybe I'll do that if I get bored on vacation, because I always on my other screen here that you guys can't see, I keep up the top 11 components in the S&P. It used to be the top 10. ExxonMobil, actually, I've been following this for so long. The GE was the number one component when I started following it, but right now it's Apple. I combined the Googles, and that not most people do that, so that's why I include 11. But there's one stock that I don't say I'm going to talk about that I want to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about it.
What is that even? I don't even know what you just said. What did you just say?
There's a stock I say I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to talk about it, and then I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
GameStop.
I still don't know
GameStop.
I don't understand what you're saying, but okay.
GameStop.
Okay.
GameStop.
Yeah.
I'm just leery of that offering out there.
Yeah.
I know it's not at a price, and I know it's not getting Viacom'd. And now Dennis said it wasn't a big offering, but it just ding, 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 ding. It just something tells me that if the company's offering stock here after all this time, they must think it's a pretty good deal. So, and what happened to the Ryan Cohn rally?
So,
what happened to Ryan Cohn rally?
Buy the rumor, sell the news is
exactly. I mean, that's kind of old news too. But all right, I'm not going to talk about GameStop anymore. Okay. Go ahead.
So now I understand what you were saying when you were saying you're going to talk about it, but you're not. But you are. I get it. GameStop. That makes sense to me now. Okay. Geez, what else was on my list here to talk about? There was a few more things, and now I'm all frazzled from the many tangents we've gone on in the last.
You're frazzled after some of the other people that you're on with. I mean, come on, Spencer. You should have a much higher tolerance than that.
You're right. I should. You're right. No, I want to hit on tech. I hit on Blink already. Can we talk energy here? Just because it's leading us downward here. It's really the only thing not playing ball today. Is energy. Everyone else is playing ball. Energy's not.
Let's see. I mean, Dennis, who's been bearish ExxonMobil since 40.
Yeah.
It just continues to be. I mean, future. I mean, crude has pulled off its high significantly, right? Yeah. And these stocks have had a big rally. They've come back. So I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna roll your money out of your winners, what's been a bigger winner than something like ExxonMobil? And so you take a little money off the table here, reallocating assets. Crude is not exactly working in your favor. We all know that within 5 years, we're not going to need any oil at all because everyone's going to be driving EVs. So long term, it has a fundamental story that's not working. Yep. Shorter term, crude had one hell of a rally, and now it's starting to get back. So, looking at this ExxonMobil, you hit that 62, and now sellers have stepped down to 58. If I could draw the right side of this chart here instead of looking left, I think you get a little fall to like 54, and then everyone's like, oh, I got to get out at 56. And then you drop to 52, and then you're like, oh, I got to get out at 54. Then you drop to 50, and then you drop to 40, and then you drop to 30. No, I don't know. It looks like you made a top, you came off, people are trying to wiggle out. They couldn't wiggle out where they wanted. And now the big money's just probably going to move their offers down. So that's just a quick look at ExxonMobil.
Good one. Snap, crackle, and pop in chats. We talked about Clover, which is a Chamath SPAC, or was a Chamath SPAC. All of his other SPACs are moving up with it. So whether it's IPOF, IPOE, IPOD still on there, yeah, they're all up in sympathy with Clover.
Snap, crackle, pop. Where you been? I haven't seen you in a while, unless people just change names. Yeah, I mean. I don't know. I can't even keep track of one SPAC. I don't know how this guy keeps track of 2 or 3, but yeah, you are getting a little bit of a sympathy move.
Interesting. Okay. Let's move on. There are some other questions in chat. Robert Carneal is asking about Canopy Growth, CGC. This is interesting. So Canopy Growth is they did announce a transaction today. They're buying Supreme Cannabis for $435 million. I'm sure that will come up on the Cannabis Hour, which is next, by the way. But let's just look at the chart of CGC. Really not doing much today, down 5%, especially in light of the fact that there are other pod stocks that are up nicely today, as you mentioned, like Grow.
Who did you say asked about that?
Robert Carneal.
It's not Robert Crowley?
No.
Okay. Because there's a Robert Crowley that listens, and his mom listens to the show too, Agnes. So I just wanted to make sure you didn't get it right.
No.
Wow. I mean, can you find something bullets to say about this stock here? Down to $1.59? I will. And it won't last very long. You're on last month's low, right? 28.04. Haven't got there yet. 28.20 low. Trying to get a bounce. You're at 28.42. So street's not real happy. Clear downtrend. Reddit high. Coming down. Is 28 the number? Maybe. Last month's low. Could it be a month? Could we look at this in the middle of the month and say, hey, we should have bought this at 28.20? But there you go. If not, if you're trading on a monthly basis, you look at a monthly perspective, the next monthly low is 25. But the fact that it's holding 28 is good. I cannot find much. And it might break this streak here. I mean, how many down days in a row is it's had? It's had, that was an update, not much. That was flat. So little bit of a losing streak, lower highs, lower lows. That is not the definition of an uptrend, folks.
Joel, I noticed this is unlike you. You wrote your pre-market prep stock of the day article on like a crazy mover.
I did.
This is so unlike you. You wrote it on Vericity, VERY, which is very unlike you.
Well, I try. Very observant there, Spencer. Well, the reason I did this is because I didn't, we usually talk about one stock a lot, or we make a call one way or another. We have a disagreement.
Yeah.
But we didn't. So I go to and I got to give a shout out to Dustin Bitchock and Jason Shubnow.
Yeah.
Are they in the office yet or not?
No.
Okay.
They're not.
So all my articles that you guys see, I mean, we have these outstanding editors.
Yeah.
And Spencer, you've looked at my stuff a couple times, and you tell me to use Grammarly, but I do. Okay. I still mess it up. All but right. These guys are just the most incredible editors, and so I say, okay, give me a crazy stock, and they go VERY, and I'm looking at it, and I just couldn't resist. No news, low float, low volume. Do you know this thing got to $34 in the pre-market?
I didn't know that. Yes.
Look at that. And then I just kind of said, where it goes, no one from here, no one really knows. So I don't know. Crazy stocks, low volume, 15% short float. Man, I don't know. I don't trade these kind of stocks. I do write about them. But I want to give a big shout out to Jason, and I call him Chubbs. His nickname is Shubs. But I call my articles if you need any help with the Joel speak, let me know. But they seem to do a great job, and they don't get a lot of credit. So I want to give them some credit.
You know what? That is the first time I've ever heard you acknowledge that you don't call Shubs by his correct nickname. I've never actually heard you acknowledge that. You're the only person that calls him by a different name. Do
you know why?
No,
because there's a stock. Chubb,
yeah, okay,
yeah. So Jason Shubnow, what's the symbol on that? CB, right?
Yeah.
I thought they got taken over. So
wait, I think it may have gotten taken over. now that you mention it.
No, but it's back though. Now it's the Chubb Corp. It got taken over, then it came back. I couldn't figure that one out. But anyways, that's why I call him Chubbs.
All right. RAG has been patient here, asking if he, I guess.
Someone says they know him from college.
Sure. Okay. Great.
Where'd you go to school, Matteo? Let's see.
Fantastic. What about LUMN, Lumen Technologies? RAG is asking. So the entry here was at 1346. and they're asking if they should just wait this thing out or see.
Well, would I recommend buying at 1346? Absolutely not, because it's trading at 1289.
No. That's where they bought it. Come on.
Ah, man. I'd really like to see it hold here. I just don't like the depth of that red candle.
I think Mateo actually does know our shoves.
Really?
Yeah.
CMU?
Yeah. All right. We'll have to find out who this Mateo is.
I don't like this candle here today in Lumen Technologies. That's a big red candle. When you had a big red candle here, you did get a bounce and it was low of the move. So, I mean, I could draw all the support in here. I don't know if there's any news on this, but, if it doesn't retake this tomorrow, I would be a little bit concerned because that was support here, the rally. Is this it's not a SPAC, or was a SPAC? Is a SPAC?
Yeah.
Yeah. And where is it closing? Is closing in relation to the low? 1287, 1290, kind of heavy volume. I don't know. Keep an eye on tomorrow. You want to see a bounce tomorrow.
All right. They're asking about Penn. I guess this one's notable for the move it made yesterday or the day before. I think it was 2 days ago now. So up 4% on the day and at the high of the day, looking to gain.
What do I have to say about Penn, Spencer? Look at the chart and tell everyone what I think, so we don't have to talk about this anymore.
I'm not looking at the daily like you are.
Look at the daily.
Okay, let me zoom in so I can see. What would you say about it? You say 110 is a nice double top.
Yeah, it's got to clear 110.
Yeah.
Yep. Look at Bill Big D knows. Hey, who's winning the Masters?
It's on the TV up here, but
it's kind of early, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 110, 110. That's all I can say. If you want another number besides 110, man, you had the move from 97 to 110. That's 13. That's 6.5. That puts you 103.5. What did you get to here? You got 100. Yeah. I mean, I still like it above 103.50. I would have said if I would, after, before you see these last 3 days, if you asked me where to buy it on a pullback, I said 103.50 and then stop yourself out of the low of the move. But man, I don't know who bets on baseball? What's the big sporting events coming up? I really don't know.
I did hear that there is a horse race in the first weekend of May. Is that true?
Oh yeah, the Derby. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of scouting on that on vacation. Pins.
Wait, look at this. We have a little reunion in our chat.
We do?
Yeah. Jason Chevnell has popped into the chat. Mateo, if that's you, say hi.
Chums. Oh boy. Guys, that Pins, I mean, it's holding on. I mean, it had another up day in a row. The only thing I'd say here is that a little bit of tighter range of an up day. So, yeah, you got your buyers, but also you got your sellers. I'm not willing to call topping it yet. It's up here. It's having another good day. Move your stop up. Next target's 86.50. It's long, it's strong. It's just how many up days in a row has this had? Holy cannoli. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out, I mean, I don't know what else you're looking for. 11 out of 12 up days. If you want to wait for it to hit 90, if that's your target, then go right ahead. I just can't see after 10 out of 11 up days, that you're not going to have a little red candle in there, to shake you out a little bit, like a downgrade or something. I don't know. But, I'm afraid of heights, and it's still climbing. Good looking chart. Let's see if we can get to 90.
All right, we are inside 10 seconds, Joel. Get us
10 seconds. New all-time closing high, blasting off here right at the high of the intraday session, 89.75. New all-time closing high led by the big boys. The big boys are helping out today, so that's bing, bing, bing. That's what we needed. So Here we go. Right, tomorrow, my last show for a week.
I know.
Boy, oh boy. And someone asked, do I still hold Peloton? And What do you think the answer is? Do I still hold my Peloton?
Do you still hold a blank? The answer is usually a yes.
I can't think of exactly. I think I sold one stock out of my long-term portfolio 2 years ago, and that was a mistake. It was KHC to take a tax loss, and I never bought it back.
Well, this way.
But I think I sold it at 40 on the tax loss, so there we go. That we're wrapping things up. And you know what Spencer's going to do? Jay, who are you going to get to fill in for me on that? Mitch?
I haven't thought that far ahead, but it's on my to-do list. All right, it is on my to-do list to find a guest co-host. Normally, what we do is just Dennis and I hold down the floor, but I think it could be fun to have a guest host.
No. I meant for the At the Close show.
Oh, again, haven't thought this far ahead, but I will find someone.
Okay. All right. We're going to do At the Close show tomorrow?
Yes.
Rob for that?
Yes,
okay.
for that. All right. Thanks a lot, Joel. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.